how do you feel about AI in music these days?
Don't know anything about it, really. I don't use it. I mean, I guess it could probably be good for like mastering, I would think. Probably made it cheaper. And there's probably some stuff I could do, like lyric videos, stupid shit like that, like little sneaky shit you can get away with doing.
No, I'm talking about for the actual making of the song and like writing and all that shit like that and the creating of the instrumentation and all that.
I mean, the instrumentation, I don't mind because I've seen a couple guys like where they'll basically make AI create, make me some 70s acid rock that I could sample. You know what I mean? And it'll make them things they can sample and then flip into things. I've seen that done. That's pretty cool because then it's sample-free music that's sampled music. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty cool. That's pretty slick. But I mean, as far as like, I've seen AI artists and like, I don't know, man. If you're a rapper and you got AI writing for you, I mean, God bless you, man. Good luck. But that's some cheesy fucking cornball shit. You're not even a human anymore. But then again, it's playing up people's greed and they're going to make money doing it. So it's going to get done. So it doesn't really matter what I think because it's happening and it's going to happen.
Right. So like what you're talking about though with the sample part, that's
Right.
using AI as a tool for one aspect of it, but you're still having the human aspect of you good?
My bad. Yeah, I drowned for a second. My bad.
Oh shit. No, but you still
Wrong
have the
type.
human aspect of you chopping up the sample and creating the beat after.
Yeah, see, that's fire. And then it's sample free, but it's really not because you're sampling some shit. You had AI make you some shit that sounds like some shit that you would sample, and then you sample it, and you're basically just taking, free samples, which is beautiful to me. That's a good use of it. But, hey, Chat GPT, write me a rhyme like Diabolic. Make the syllables at least 2-syllable rhyme words. Rules are this. Like, come on, dude. Come on, man.
Or a producer being like, Suno, make me a beat that sounds like boom bap and yada yada and stuff like that, for you to just take that beat and go sell it like you created it. It's not the same thing.
I didn't know people were doing that, but I mean, it's gonna happen.
Right.
It's gonna happen. If somebody's gonna buy it, somebody's gonna make it.
I don't know if you know who Teddy Swims is. You know who Teddy Swims is?
No.
Well, he's like this singer, right? And he says that like what they do is they'll write a song and like, play the instrumentation of it and everything and sing the song, and they'll put it into Suno or whatever AI system and be like, how does this song sound as a country song instead, or as a rock song and stuff? And then they'll take that information and be like, okay, recreate it or do whatever, right?
Right. Are they creating the end result really in the studio like themselves?
I think so in the end, but they're using it as a tool.
Or like, are they using AI and being like, all right, we wrote this song. Are they using AI to like play it different ways to see what would be the best hit?
Right, like cross genre, like to be like,
I don't know
is
about
this
that.
song
Pop
better
music,
as
yeah.
a
They end up doing it that way though. Then they end up taking what they decide from, all right, say AI makes it into like I don't know, Britney Spears sounding style song. Then they go and do that style song themselves. They don't just use the
Right.
AI version. Yeah, I don't care about
I don't think
that. Who
they just
cares?
use the AI version.
They wrote it and recorded it to begin with, right? And then
Right.
put it into it and we're like, all right, what would this sound like this? That makes sense. I mean, So I wouldn't do it because I have no use for it. But for songwriters, sure, why not? Cher could sing a song, you know what I mean? And then Dolly Parton could sing the same song, you know what I mean? And it would be two totally different things. And then, 35 years later, Beyonce could cover the song that they did. You know what I mean? It's like, that's fine. But I don't know. I could see a lot of fucking, I bet you the battle rappers are using that these days. The low tier battle rappers, I guarantee they're using AI. Guaranteed.
To me, it's just more about like if you use it as a tool, trying to preserve as much of the human aspect of it as possible. Like I wouldn't respect someone to be like, okay, like create this whole song for me and then I just put it out the way that is, right? Or like write the whole song or create the whole beat or something. Like if you use it as a small part of the tool, then that's a little different. But at the same time, it's still like, I don't know. There's something magical about
No, I
music
mean with the
because of
sound of music, like the sound and like especially with songwriting, because like, all right, songwriters, they're not really genre specific. Like someone who's writing a
Mhm.
song for a pop artist, like there's people that write for uh I don't know, Katy Perry, and then they'll write for who else is artist now? I don't know who these people are. But like they'll write for another pop star and they'll try to pitch the same song to whoever takes it. And then it's going to become what it becomes through their voice and probably going to manipulate it a little bit and the production might change a little or whatever it is. But I could see them using that. That's basically what AI is doing for them. If they do it one way, then they're like, all right, make it like a rock song, make it like a fucking country song. You could hear the best version of it and be like, oh, this sounds the best. This song's better like this. These words, this melody, it works better in this genre. But that doesn't necessarily work. Like, I don't care what they do. That's not my bag. I care what like hip hop is doing with it.
right.
And for better or worse, originality in at least in my day, not so much now, but like in my section of hip hop has always been a important thing that it's yours, that you created it. You didn't steal it, you didn't bite it. It's your flow. Can be influenced, can't steal. You know, i- if you have AI writing your rhymes, you're stealing from AI rhymes, like you have a ghostwriter. So you're going to be looked at as such. Yeah, at least by me. I don't know what other people are going to think, but at least by me, you're going to be looked at as a fucking herb who has a ghostwriter, which is fine if you're a pop artist, but if you're trying to be an MC, I don't know.
I was a little surprised when I interviewed Mike King, right, Icon, and he said that he doesn't see the difference in writing a prompt to say Suno create this kind of instrumentation or whatever to like Dr. Dre telling somebody to play an instrument in these notes or whatever. And I'm like, how can you not see
No,
the
I don't see
difference?
anything in that either. Well, it depends who's doing it.
You don't see the difference?
I don't really care because I just want the beat. I care about the people writing. Like if they're taking the words from them, from the AI, I don't give a fuck what beat I get or where it came from, to be honest with you. I don't really care. Because the name on the beat is why you go to Dre. You don't care that Scott Storch played it. No one gave a fuck. No one asked. You know what I'm saying? You don't give a shit. You got a Dre beat. Dre composed it.
But
He's the composer.
writing a prompt isn't as skillful as actually learning how to play an instrument and
No, definitely not.
create
Of
the
course not.
but that's what I was trying to argue to
But
him.
you know what? With AI for a producer though, what you're able to do. All right. You ever see the video of it's I've seen it circulate a lot, so maybe you've seen it, but it's Justin Bieber and he's in a room like in a studio with an entire fucking orchestra right there. You ever see that? And he makes them make a beat where he's like, all right, make it go dum, 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 dum. And he gets them playing some fire shit. It was pretty impressive. If
Hmm.
you've never seen it, go look it up. It's him where he's making the orchestra play what's in his head. And he just basically, gives them harmonies and they start doing it and then they get to it's pretty hard. The beat ends up being pretty fucking hard, dude. And not really any different, except that you can't afford to spend the $100,000 it costs to get that orchestra into the fucking room. With AI, if you're a producer, you can now afford the orchestra in the room. That's what it does for you as a producer. Now, the words and the writing of hip hop, I don't think if you start playing with that, I don't know. I don't really care about the beats. We've been stealing for years with machines. It's all the same. No different to me with the beats. We've been
But
ripping shit off for
you
years.
can't call a producer the same though, right?
Oh, you can. It
Like
was his
their
idea.
skill
What was
set
the
is
what's the
different.
fucking dude? What's the difference that you didn't go dig through a record? Most people aren't playing notes. Not the people I get beats from. People that play notes, I don't want their beats. They're garbage. Nobody's that nice. No hip hop producers can play good enough that I fuck with. Maybe one or two are actually talented on the keys. And you know what? The best beats are sampled. Straight up, all their best beats are sampled. What AI would allow you to do is compose the sample in your fucking head and tell it to make it for you so you can sample it. That's all it does. I think that's awesome. But I'll probably end up using that to make beats. Honestly, I'll probably end up using that because I hate digging. I fucking hate digging. That's the reason I don't make beats. I'm good at making beats, very good. I hate making beats because I gotta go find shit to play with. Asshole, you spend hours just listening, prompting a fucking computer to give me what I'm thinking of. Yeah, I want some Wu-Tang shit, some like I want some fucking murky vocal sounding fucking ambiance that I could chop up. I'll take care of the drums and shit, you know? I just want that shit, you know? I want that sound. Where am I gonna find it? I'm gonna go through 3 million records before I find something kinda that I like. Oh, I could create the sound I want to chop up and then chop it up. I'm down with that. I see no problem with that. I see no difference in that than me playing with a synthesizer. Only this works better.
Mm, okay.
I don't like the writing side. That's where the creation's done. The beats have always been stolen, though, in my mind. I don't know. I'm anti AI, though, generally.